was that a dream to go back and play? Because you said, you had those runs with BD and you was in front of Donnie Nelson. Was that a dream to kind of go back? Because, Golden State is close to Sac.
I'm originally from, my pops was in the street, so I was actually born in San Jose and was kind of in that Bay area growing up, and then went to Sac when I was 10. So to be able to come back to the Bay, and the Bay was always just so dope to me because I moved to Sacramento. We was on the move and some shit had happened, so we went, and this was a cow town. I'm used to, and I'm Italian and black, but I'm used to, playing outside with the black kids, Mexican kids, Asian kids. I go to Sacramento, and although our neighborhood isn't that good, my parents always put me in white schools. You know what I mean? So I just never really never understood it till I got older, and that's a whole nother story. But I always felt so much energy in the Bay. So to be able to come back, fast forward, 10, 15 years later, and the team wasn't that good at the time, but the fan base was always so amazing, bro. So that's why we took so much pride in that We Believe season, because we gave them hope again. And that shit was rocking them. That series versus Dallas, I mean, it was crazy. Was Steve Kerr was a commentator for TNT at the time. And then when I went back my last year and we talked, that whole team, when I went back to Golden State for my last year when I finished and the team won a championship, the players, the fans, the media, the coaches, like, what was that We Believe team like? Because it's like a myth out there.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr, said like, we've run and we've won back-to-backs, and I've never seen a crowd louder than that crowd, because it was just so new to them. I think this team spoiled them, and now they're in, now the gentrification of the game took over, and they're in Frisco, and the prices are crazy, but they were smoking weed, bro, in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was Oakland. It was Oakland to its
real culture
core,
to it,
bro.
yeah.
So it was dope.
So, Matt, you talked about the We Believe Warriors, and you guys were a number 8 seed, and you ended up beating Dallas, who was a number 1 seed. But walk us through that series. What was maybe one thing about that series that most people don't really talk about?
We knew we were going to beat them coming in. We had success against them during the regular season, and you got to think Nelly kind of helped build that team. You know what I mean? So we knew what Dirk was going to do. This is the first time that Nelly put Jack, me, because Dirk was a problem back then. If you were too small, he would post you up. If you were too slow, he'd go around you. So we got, like, we're 6'8", 220, 230, a little stronger, more grittier. We started playing Dirk with small forwards at the time. We were small forwards at the time, playing a Hall of Famer. And every time we knew he was going to dribble and spin, but like, we just took Dirk out. And Nelly, like, because I don't know, there was some kind of beef with him leaving Dallas. I don't know who, it was over some money or what the fuck happened, but there was funk. Nelly just gave us that confidence that, like, this is the game plan. If you follow the game plan, we're going to beat him. So we went in thinking we were going to win, and we took game 1 in Dallas. You know what I mean? And then after that, we was rolling. We was at the Crescent Court. You guys still go to the Crescent Court?
Yeah.
Bro, we was smoking that hotel out, bro. Yeah. Oh, my God. They gave Jack the 2-story room that had the upstairs with it.
We was 6th floor.
Yeah, we was, bro.
Okay, bro. Relax.
Hey, we was, PG probably get one of them.
I had the 6th floor 1 or 2 times.
Hey, but we would go in there, and we would go play the game. We stole game. Some people say we stole it. We went in there, we ordered some food in Jack's room, we smoked, and we all went to the club together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like a real team vibe, and just from there we just had the confidence. And then once we got back to the Bay, we knew it was over. Like, the crowd was standing up an hour before the game. Like, it felt like the gym was rocking. You couldn't even, so when we were shooting our warm-up shots, like, it was packed. People screaming, yelling, doing cheers for individual players. I've never felt no energy like that. The tree was in the air from the fans. It was just like there was no choice, but we had to win.
Yeah.
And it was just different.
It is like, because when you talk about, what is it, the Chase Center now, and what's the
Oracle?
The Oracle.
Yeah.
It is a totally different environment. It is a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
The two arenas. Like, the Chase gets loud, but I mean, I've had times of playing in Oracle, and I would tell people, like, it's up there with Boston. It's up there with
deafening, like
what OKC is now.
Yeah, oof. They get loud.
Yeah, it was one of the best places to play in.
No, it was dope, and it was the first time in so long for them, for us. So they were losing their voices out there for us.
At this time, you had Coach Don Nelson as your coach, and we all know he's one of the best coaches ever to ever do it. And but at this time, when you played for the Warriors, you had said that this was the wildest bunch together or whatever. And I want to know, at some point, when did you guys think that Don was the right coach for this group? I
mean, he was just dope. I mean, he came in and just implemented a style. You know, it's always been kind of Nelly ball. He was a small ball guy, and he kind of changed the game a little bit. Excuse me. You know, Phoenix started playing that style, you know, small ball, and he was dope. We would come in, we come in early, get our work in, scrimmage for a little bit, and that'll be it. You know what I mean? He wanted us to save it for the night. He would come in the morning at 10 a.m. with his little dog that would piss everywhere with the beer or a coffee cup, but sometimes the coffee cup would have Crown in it. Yeah. I mean, like Don was just an original. You know what I mean? He was just different. We won that series. We made a cartoon about this. We won that series against Dallas, and you would have thought we won the championship. So we was in the streets. Snoop hits, or before we get to Snoop, Jack lived in the same building as Nelly, but Jack's on like the 12th floor. Nelly's the whole roof. So we go down there pre-party at Jack's. Go up there, and as soon as we walk in, this is our coach, by the way. Fellas, Woody's in the back rolling joints. Fuck? Like, huh? Like, I didn't know that he didn't give a fuck that everyone knew. Yeah. So we go back there, and Woody Harrelson's rolling joints. And we're back there smoking joints with Woody Harrelson, bro. It was unbelievable. So then from there, we smoke a couple, take some shots. Yeah. Coach is over there talking to us. Great. We bounce. We go to the club, and then Snoop hits us. He was in town. He said, nephew, come through. So me, Baron, Jack, and my sister went to the Ritz-Carlton in San Francisco. We go in there, and this is right when the blue carpet dropped. So we were watching the animated version of the blue carpet smoking. So Snoop would roll motherfucker up and pass it. So at one point, bro, we have 3 or 4 blunts in our hands, loaded. My sister didn't even smoke. She got so high she passed out. So we hear a knock on the door, and P, we in season, bro. This is not summer. Right. We in season. Right. We just won. And me and Jack freeze. Like, what the fuck? And they come in, and they were cool. What's up, Snoop? Oh, what up, fellas? Good game tonight. These motherfuckers unscrewed the window so the smoke can come out. So the smoke can get out. Let us know if you guys need anything. Brought us everything on the menu. Yeah. Like, that shit only happens with Snoop. Right. Like, we thought we were done, bro. Like, we had just, can you imagine if David Stern found out we're all smoking weed in the Ritz-Carlton? Right. This is back before, like, you guys don't get tested now, but we would have gotten some real trouble. But it was just a crazy night for a round 1 win. We got to the second round. Like, it wasn't no championship or nothing. People say, you guys talk so much about that team. You guys won 1 round. I'm like, you're right. It was just that was just a different bunch. It was just a different bunch.
I want to know, shit, did you ever smoke with your coach, though? Duh.
No, we wanted to. Hopefully we do. We're supposed to go out to. So no, he's kind of the unofficial mayor of Maui. He's got his own strand of weed out there. He's out there walking around barefooted with his rich homeboy. So we want to get out there and burn one with Nelly before it's too late.
Yeah,
you got to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just thinking about that, it's like, how can you not play for a guy like that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. He one of us.
Yeah, was super cool.
Yeah, he one of us. I do want to talk about the next series you guys play against Jazz. BD has the incredible poster on AK-47. Lifts the shirt up. It's funny. I heard him talk about it not too long ago. People thinking he had the waist trainer on.
Oh, yeah. No, that was his thing for his back.
But you were on the floor when that play happened. And from that, I mean, I think people, they see that dunk, but like they don't even picture Utah Jazz going on winning that series. Mm-hmm. It's more that dunk that was the biggest highlight of that whole series. That matchup against Utah, what stood out between the matchups with them?
I mean, BD got Karolinko, but Karolinko was the reason why they won that series. He shut BD and Jack. We slowed him down. Excuse me. Karolinko, and I don't think he gets enough credit. AK-47 was a problem. 6'9", versatile defender, move his feet, block shots.
He was different.
He could lock up a point guard, but then also almost play as a center and block shots.
Right.
Like, AK was different, but that was a tough team. That was Mimino Core, who was nice, a stretch four when there wasn't a ton of stretch fours. Carlos Boozer was a young bull, power forward, then a young Paul Millsap. So this is when me and Jack are playing the four. So we got to go up against 260, 270. These dudes are big. I feel like game 1, we got cheated at the end, man. You go back and watch how many free throws they shot down the end. And then game 2, some more bullshit. That was one of the most racist crowds I've ever played in front of. There was nigga this, nigga that in Utah. It was crazy. Like, right? No shame.
No shame.
I said it. Yeah. Like, we'll catch him say it. Like, I just, you know what I mean? It was nuts. But that was a really good team. They went on and played San Antonio, Timmy and them, and then San Antonio won. But what was crazy about that year, and we even talked about this, we were supposed to get Kevin Garnett that next year. And there was talks about KG coming, and it's funny, we had Mitch Richmond on. He talked to us from the management side. We had Ticket on a while ago, and he talked like, he's like, Oakland was definitely one of my destinations before he went to Boston. You know, he definitely considered, he wanted to play with the Lakers. He said Kobe didn't call him back because I don't think Kobe wanted a superstar. He wanted to do his thing without Shaq. Yeah. And Golden State, and then he ends up going to Boston. So we think the next year, like, we're going to have that We Believe team plus Kevin Garnett. Right. And we thought we could have ran with something, but it didn't end up working out.
Damn. Talk about that small ball with now KG in the loop.
KG at the 5. We've been sick.
Football free agency might already have you hyped for next season, but while kickoff is a long ways out, you can pick more or less on 2024 season stats on Prize Picks. Season totals for passing yards, receiving touchdowns, sacks, you name it, we got it.
You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with basketball, hockey, and college basketball. Entries today on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app.
Prize Picks offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value.
Download the app today and use code PODCASTP for a first deposit match up to $100. I want to make sure y'all heard me now. Use code PODCASTP for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. I ain't saying it no more. Pick more, pick less. I ain't saying it no less. Pick more, pick. That's it.